Well, guys, I have officially sustained my first running injury due to an animal. Got bitten. Feels bad.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Hey guys, it is Easter Sunday. I am back with another segment of today's vlog. I am at my aunt's beautiful home in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, and that is actually going to be the focal point of our vlog today. Have you guys ever visited a house that has such a rich history and a story that you just feel you need to know it? Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on my aunt's beautiful house. Come on, join me today.
They had two girls. The men, they would have to sit here and wait for the daughters to come down.
Proper.
Yeah, proper. So this is where they would sit. But two, what happened also, whenever what you're seeing outside, this would have been the cutting garden over here. This is Vera's Stories.
Okay.
The cutting garden was nothing but flowers, roses. They had people that worked for them. Every morning, Miss Lodge liked flowers.
What century was this in?
Okay, so it built in 1895.
Okay,
this
cool.
would have been
The 19th
now
century.
We're talking about the lodges now. So we're talking about like say the 40s.
Okay, cool.
Because during World War I, Miss Lodge tried to get her her sister to come over here during the war. It was in the 30s.
Yeah.
She tried to get her sister to come over before the war started, and they completely renovated the house.
Okay.
The front door used to face that way.
Okay. So this was built up. So it used to go that. Okay.
So that would have been, the front porch would have been there. Whenever they did the renovations, they turned it this way.
Okay. Which one do you see the front door there?
There was a couple rooms that they actually built on. And so there was a whole English garden over. Did you see that stone, that circle? That was nothing but that. It was like an English garden.
Okay.
And then the Hugleys renovated, and their kids were in sports, and they needed a place to play.
So they've tore a lot of things done to this house in the early 1900s. Well, mid 1900s.
So now, in the 1990s, the Hugleys, which is Vera Stories, who's very well known in this community, who is my neighbor and one of my dearest friends, her daughter and son-in-law actually lived behind here. This house was falling in. It was pretty much falling in. And they used it like rentals and stuff. Mr. Hughley's father passed away, and they always built homes together. They said he became like a madman after the father died, and came over and just built the home.
Yeah.
They were going to have to tear this home down.
Oh, wow.
He came in and renovated.
He himself.
He did this with his hands, renovated this house. Now,
into its current state.
In its current
That's
state.
awesome. Okay.
In its current state. Now, I'm getting ready to tell you something. I'm not going to give names because you're videoing me.
Please.
There were beautiful chandeliers in this home that were put, that they said they were just beautiful. All these beautiful chandeliers, all these 1990 things were not here. There was a family that built or bought this house. They got a divorce, and the lady got really upset and
took the chandeliers
and sold them. Now there's another story too. There was a gun during the renovations. There was a gun found in the wall.
I remember that story.
And she sold it. People are still trying to find, because the thing is, that gun was supposed, it was in the contracts, was supposed to stay in this house.
No questions asked.
I'm going to show you 2 oil paintings you haven't seen.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So we're still trying to find that gun because it needs to go back to this house. Now there's another story. There has always been, now remember the historian Carolyn Millshauser, who's telling me all this, she's a granddaughter of Mr. Lodge.
Carolyn Millshauser. Yes, what is this house name so I can properly put it in the video?
Old Lodge House.
Old Lodge?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Old Lodge House.
It was a lodge
cast iron. Yeah. I just want to give respect where it's due.
There's always been 2 desks in this landing. This is So this would have been, one side was Mr. Lodge's.
Okay.
And then Miss Lodge. There
Would
was
have been
always a desk. So whoever bought this house, they always heard the story. There's always been a desk in this area.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Cool.
So now I'm going upstairs.
Awesome.
War, and we're talking about World War II, okay? Before that remember I was saying, she was like, Miss Lodge was like, please, sister, come stay. I don't want you to get killed in the war. And so they did the renovations. She built that side on, I think maybe a bathroom. I think there was only one bathroom, and that was downstairs.
Okay.
I think they did end up doing a bathroom. And then this is, and Ryan, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in. I'm going to need something.
Oh, no. That's okay. You can just give me the gist.
You let him rest.
You give me the gist.
Okay, so here, so we'll have to move everything. We can do another segment. There's cedar stairs, and it goes up, and then Mr. Hughley, I don't know anybody else, but I guess Mr. Hughley had his office up here. There is a door right here.
Okay.
Okay, and when you see the stairs, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I mean, these are beautiful stairs. So we're actually going to open this back up.
Oh, okay, that's
I don't know,
cool.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Remember that word?
Yes,
Okay,
I remember
so-
the story you told me.
So there is a lady here in town who I really love, and she's a sweetheart, but she's very connected to spirits. She informed me that right now he's just not settled, and he is saying don't open the door. Don't, but he's nice. But he said he's not ready for the door to be open just yet.
So when it's time, it's time.
When it's time, yeah. So we'll be doing. But what we want to do, well, it's going to be a private little.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to tell me.
We're going to do like a. It's going to be like a. I don't know. It's going to be a mirror, and you just push on the button. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know if anybody ever told you, but you're a natural for camera.
Oh well, thank you.
It's going to be incredibly easy to edit this.
Well, thank you. So this room was always an office. So, but of course we have so much family.
Yep.
And so we needed a bedroom. Okay.
Now the floors are original.
The floors are
See
original.
how it's the little hardwood?
Yeah. So John wanted to pull up the carpet. And when he pulled up the carpet, we later found out that Mr. Hughley, this was his room where he did all of his painting and stuff.
Ah, okay.
And I do want to share something about this.
Please
this
and
room.
thank
This
you.
is interesting. So John, if you will look, what's this called? The trim? What's that?
Oh,
what's it called?
molding.
Molding.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
So what John did, and I found this really fascinating, he actually took a piece that's originally from downstairs. There's a place, a restoration in Chattanooga. He took it, and we actually have them. They actually created it to match the rest
That's
of it.
awesome.
Yeah. So we already have the pieces. That's going to go up, and then I'm looking for gold velvet curtains for in here. I'm just, y'all know I'm particular.
Piecing it
and
together.
I'm patient and I'm waiting.
Absolutely.
There, fireplaces in here.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so it would have been both sides, and that's how, of course, it would have
Yep.
warmed the home. And now it's the closets.
Awesome.
So there's that.
Beautiful. Oh.
This is, of
This
course,
is
the master bedroom. This is pretty much the only room that we've done.
Yeah, right.
So John, if when y'all get to really know John, he's very particular. It takes him a really long time to do things. So he's very particular. And then So, of course, y'all know I'm a little weird too, and so I picked out this paint, and it took John quite a bit of time to paint because I wasn't really into the grays. I don't like trendy things.
Yeah.
But this was, I did like this color.
It's pretty.
And then, of course, y'all know me. Okay, here's my funky. I'm adding funky things to the.
Love it.
No, I like it. I love it.
And I love the light in there.
The light, so that would be, you can see this is a fireplace.
Yes.
Of course. And then
This would have been where the fireplace would have built in. I really like those lights. Those are beautiful. I can stitch together whatever I need to stitch together.
So the Hughleys, like I said, Bill Hughley, do you see this? I
Yep.
want to show you something.
The big window, the
Yeah.
beautiful
Do you
window.
see the beautiful mountains?
Oh,
The-
yes.
South Pittsburgh, the people from here is very connected to those mountains, and they're beautiful during the fall. Mr. Hughley built that window there, but he actually wanted to build a tree house. So, and I really wish I had been able to see it. This used to be where you actually had steps that went up, and the bed would have been up there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would have been set. You would actually be laying underneath that window.
Oh, that's sick.
And then someone bought it, of course.
And changed it.
Changed it.
That's gonna be a really good
Yeah.
shot.
Okay.
Thank you for that. That's awesome.
I don't know why I forgot.
No, that's a really good story.
So this is really, again, you can see where
Ooh.
we're starting to.
This is beautiful.
Okay, so we still have not, Ryan, we still have not renovated.
That's okay.
So my makeup room, which is a complete mess.
I don't think so at all.
This, of course, we've got.
Oh my goodness, I love the strap down.
We have a lot of work.
That's okay.
So the toilet, there's a story here too. They called it the throne.
Right.
So when they built this, they had to build the floor up, and I guess the toilet over here, I guess it must have said, so I don't know, when they first, there's stories about there actually was, the toilet was up, and they called it the throne.
Careful, dude.
Okay, so you know the story about the throne.
Yep.
Okay, and then of course stained glass. There's
Oh, that's beautiful.
so I gotta go back there. There's the lights out.
Oh, that's
but when
okay.
you turn it on, it actually looks like it's outside, but there's actually like a room back there.
Yep. Oh, really? There's a room back
There's
there?
like a
How do
little
you
room.
get back there?
You just, I'll show you here in a minute.
That's sick.
So yeah. So this, I really love this bathroom. Of course, it needs to be renovated.
Playing in a dove?
That's Mars. Mars was in there. So there's been a story about this toilet. Nobody can figure out the toilet. Look, there's stuff. You don't have to do.
That's
but
okay.
Come on.
The only
Let's get
story
that.
is it just would leak. It would leak. It would leak. It took John about a year to finally. Of course, John figures things out. And it takes time.
Right, of course.
Finally
Hey, you
figure
can't
it
hurt.
out.
You can't rush a man. We figured things out in our own time.
Okay.
Look
We know.
at this.
Oh, that's
I got the
beautiful.
chute. The
That
chute that goes down.
is sick.
And so there's.
So there's
that.
the old school chute there.
Chute, of
Yeah, and all
course.
these are really deep
Cabinets,
cabinets.
just
Look at that,
Oh, that's
Ryan.
sick.
You can hide in there.
That's awesome. Those are awesome.
Okay.
That's cool.
So
And it keeps
this
going.
Is a
Oh my
complete
God.
mess. Okay, so this is like what they did. They did have a mirror here.
Uh-huh.
This was, what was it called? A something room? A panic room?
Yeah.
Okay, that
This
makes
was
sense.
Like, I think it was called a panic
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
So there was actually a private, and you wouldn't been able where they could go this
Yep.
way and hide.
Ah,
So
that makes sense. It's more secluded.
Really, storage, you can't see. It goes all the way back there, right?
Oh, wow, it
You can't
does.
see.
Holy
and
moly.
then to go back to that stained glass, I'd have to go through
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But there's
No, that's okay.
That's all.
See, I told you.
This is the coolest thing. I don't need to go in anywhere. The story is perfect.
And then I've
And
got
this
all
is
my
beautiful.
holiday stuff through there.
Everything is deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, look
So
here.
well built.
And
Check
this
out
is-
how deep this is.
What is this?
It's just another little
Oh,
room.
okay, like another little
yeah,
room.
little room.
You can
Just-
hide in here.
Yes, you could. And
Yeah.
nobody would ever
Yeah.
find you. Well, they might find you eventually.
So the Hugleys, like Mr. Hughley, liked to play poker. And so what he did, this was his poker room, but Miss Hughley did not want the men to come through her house. And so I'll show you. Come on in.
Okay.
Okay. So this would have been his poker
Uh-huh.
room, okay? But this would have been where there used to be, where we're standing now would have been where the help, the assistants, they
Oh,
servants,
yes, yes.
actually, there was a house and they actually tore it down, and I wish so much I could have seen that house.
Beautiful.
So then they built a carriage, a garage that was connected. So this right now is above the garage.
Yeah, yeah.
So and there's actually more storage.
Yep, so
Through
right there would be another storage, and right there as well.
Yeah. And of course, men that play poker, I'm sorry, Ryan, this is really mean, but this is how the story was told to me. Okay?
Absolutely.
There was a toilet that was put in here for the men that played poker, but from what I was told, you should never eat peanuts at a bar that men are around, because do you know what?
Why?
I was told that men do not wash their hands, so why would they need a sink? And that's how the story was told.
Okay, that's awesome.
Only a toilet. He did not put in a sink. Because men,
don't wash their
men
hands.
do not wash their hands.
It'd be
Okay,
like that.
so that's what I was told by an 80-year-old woman.
Oh, you're
That way,
gonna.
does it?
That segment
The
is
pipe
gonna.
is busted, and that's why we're fixing it.
I
yeah.
can't wait to edit that one. That one's gonna be awesome.
So,
You nailed that, by the way. Well done.
thank you.
Yeah. You'll get your Emmy in
And
the.
this is how the men
Oh.
that would come up.
Go on down.
Oh wow. This house has layers.
Yeah.
This house
Yeah,
has
and you
layers.
still haven't even, you've still not seen
The cellar and
you still- yeah, you
several
still
other
haven't
things.
seen- And then
Oh, right to the garage.
men would come through the garage to go.
And
up
since
the
she
playground.
didn't want men in her house, they would
You know,
come through
yeah.
the back door.
At night, and they would be at night. The kids would be asleep.
Of course.
You know, so
Disrespectful.
they would just come through. This is John. He's going to be turning this into a bar. So the house was, the whole yard has been piped
it's right
for
under
a
the
pool.
stairs.
And then they sold it. That would have been the bathroom, and this would have been the pool house.
And there's
So
right the stairs.
So
Okay.
John wants to open that up.
Turn
and
it
just
into a
be
wet
like
bar?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
That's a great idea. Oh, you
Okay.
Hey guys, Ryan back here recording the outro to the tour I did with my aunt at the old lodge house there in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. It was a beautiful house. I had so much fun being shown most of her house via her being the awesome tour guide for me. There's still some parts of the house that we didn't get to tour, which I'm hoping to later get to tour get to go down there and do a full tour, just maybe me and her, and she can give me an awesome tour through the whole house, and then I can film it and we can get the whole thing out. But we got a lot of the house toured. She gave me an awesome story on it. I'm going to include links in the description to the house. She provided me with some awesome links to give more context on the house. I'm also going to include a text that she sent me just giving me some information on the house. I want to give all the respect to the people who built it and the people who lived there, and her and the other homeowner as well, just to make sure that we're being respectful. I just want to tell a story and include just parts of my life that we go through. But with that being said, I hope everybody has a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. And I totally forgot to tell you to like the video if you really enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you really enjoy the content. I try to get as many videos out as I can. So yeah, thanks guys, have a good one.